JJ,
Coach, how
welcome
are
back.
you?
Hey, good
Thank
to
you,
see
sir.
you, brother. How are you?
Good. Great. How are you?
How'd you handle the turbulence on the way down? And
You
is there any supply off your market profile from what happened 2 weeks ago, or was
let,
that
let,
just a
let,
little
let's take
dream?
a look. Let's take a look. I call this the great margin robbery of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's good to be back. Thank you so much for having me. Um, it's an interesting market. The flush down. I did not take the flush down at all. When I see moves like that, um, on the last trading day of the month, we had a very unusual trading day, and I told people, hey, something wicked this way comes, just get out of the way. My room is full of generally smaller size traders. So, and a lot of them are learning, so they don't really have the skill to handle that kind of stuff. And then they raise margin, right, to 100% margin. So that takes a lot of the futures traders out. So we just kind of sit back, let the market kind of settle, find a bottom, and boy, did it ever. We were putting in, what is it, 6 or 7 or 8 all-time highs in a row. Then we just ran out of buying and just sold it right back down to cost basis. Our cost basis was 51.02 to 51.90. Beautiful distribution up to 57.20, and then sell it back down, put it on sale, hit that 200, shut off the sell, market comes back up. Tons of people short under 5,300, tons of people short under 53.65, and they're pushing the market higher right now. There are areas of inventory that we should be seeing resistance and we're not. So once again, this market, um, you know, COVID was the great margin robbery. This is kind of the smaller one. People who pay, for their stocks, own them outright in cash, they held. People who were trading swing positions using margin accounts completely wiped out. So yeah, right back to where we started almost. It's an interesting market. It's a very interesting market. Uh, the way that we don't have a lot of supply is something I haven't seen in 31 years.
Okay. Now we're into the trap long inventory.
Yes, sir. We have from that day that we dropped down, we have what we call single prints, which are these single letters between distributions. So we had one, two, three, four, five distributions and four sets of single prints. And we seem to be chewing through them. We're expecting to see more selling when you come up to that end, that area, because you'd figure that there's some dealer inventory. There's, some stock in the shelves that'll act as resistance. We're seeing a little bit here at the 55.18 level, but we're past this purple line. If you combine all these profiles, that's the big cost basis, and we just went right through that. So it's fascinating. I think the flush down really took a lot of overhanging supply out of a market. It's like when I would be cleaning up a stock and we'd bang it down from $6 to $1, buy everything under $1, and then when you took it right back over five, it would just go through five like a hot knife through butter once you'd taken out the overhang. And this market, we've got a gap, we've got poor lows. These are very really obvious places where people are trapped short, gaps up or a lack of supply.
Okay. You doing anything today? You fading it?
Uh, no, 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 no. What we do is we use a 1 minute chart. We come up with these balance zones, and we just take trades using them. I don't try and capture the whole move. We trade, like I said, I'm more of a blue collar trader. We'll be taking trades like when it looks below 54.74. We
Okay. What
come,
are
we
you
get
looking to do now, though,
right
JJ?
now.
I'm sure you're
Oh,
stalking something
sure. Oh
that
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
be
Yep.
that you'll
What I'm
be
looking.
looking to do. I mean, it's
Yep.
great to talk about the history.
Yep.
I
Yep.
could talk about I sold the
Sure.
top of NASDAQ
Oh
and
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, okay.
went
So
to
what I'm looking
buy.
for now is I'm looking for the market to establish a sideways pattern after it stops moving higher, right? I'm not good at trading breakouts. So what I do is I'll trade a balance area. If it breaks, I wait till it finishes breaking out and it starts distributing. and then
Make a
I'll find it.
starter.
Yeah, and once I find a two-way trading balance area, then I can trade the back and forth of that because then I know where my, I know where the limits of my sandbox are. Uh, Trading breakouts I've never been able to do because I've always been schooled to sell size into a breakout. So I find it difficult trading it as a retail trader. So that's why, I think of this as the warehouse. Wait till we get to Walmart, trade it here, trade it here. But I do not have a plan to trade this actual part here.
Okay. All right. So you're just hand sitting.
Yeah, right now I'm just sitting. I do a lot of, I only take 3 to 5 trades a day. So I usually do a lot of waiting. And then I have, two major setups, to look below and fail, to look above and fail. And I'm looking for some sideways action now. And we'll see, we'll try and find an area where we get rotations. And once I find a nice rotation, I can just trade it back and forth.
Okay. Let me ask you what your impression was of what the VIX did in 24 hours.
Not being an expert on the VIX, I really, you know, I look at volatility as order flow. So when you have news or you have large orders entering a market that has thin order books, especially at night, um, volatility goes crazy because the order book's thin and the market just drops levels, which creates more selling, creates margin call selling. So I look at it from that point of view. I'm not a VIX guy, unfortunately.
Okay. You didn't think it was unusual.
Well, I later on I found out it was unusual, but I wasn't watching it at the time.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was watching the order flow on my levels and telling people to get the heck out of the way and not try and buy the dip because I knew there'd be margin call selling.
Okay. All right. What else is on your mind?
Right now, just looking at, some of these, I just watch the usual stocks for clients, the usual Nvidia, Apple, those kinds of the popular stocks. But as you know, I only trade the ES. So I trade one thing. I teach people how to trade one instrument, learn it well, and focus. So, I'm a day trader in the ES. That's what we do. So, we train people how to manage risk, and that's what we do. So we'll be starting our Zoom in about 20 minutes, and we prep people for the market. So now that we see the inventories underneath us, right? It's very hard for a lot of retail traders, and that's how they get trapped is they try and short or fade a move, and they're fading the front end of the move, right? Because there's no competitive selling yet. So it's very hard to short a market
Where's
when
all the trapped inventory? Don't they want to get out?
that's where we're right in an area of trapped inventory right now. So the top of that area, sir, would be 55, 23 and 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah. The next area of trapped inventory will be 28 and 3/4. And there'll be stops up there as well from back in this on from the first. So for
Okay. Yeah.
example, if you were, people who really need to take a or try and fade a market, the way we would structurally trade this is if you were shorting, say, 19 or 20, your stop would have to be over 23 and 3/4, 24. Because if the market chews through this chunk of inventory, then the sellers don't have to compete and they're lifting their offers.
Okay. All right. So August, thin month anyway, right?
Yeah, it is a thin month. A lot of people are away. Um, I think, the selling caught a lot of people by surprise, and the nature of it, and the size of the ranges, I think, got a lot of people upside down, and so I think there's a lot of hesitation, you know, from larger, if sort of investment money. Maybe they're waiting for the market to stabilize. I'm pretty surprised at the magnitude of the rebound. I thought we'd kind of go sideways for a little bit
Yeah.
to absorb trapped inventory a little bit more, but this market has a very annoying habit of shutting off the supply just when everybody gets short. We've seen
Okay.
it time and time again,
All right.
and we
Yeah.
didn't
So
see a lot.
I
Sorry.
mean, your gut telling you new highs.
Yeah, the way it's trading right now, I mean, you look at the large investment managers. Okay, Buffett sold what, 400 million shares of Apple. But that stock's doing pretty well. It's, it could be a lot worse. It's back to that 223 level.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen BlackRock, Fidelity, you haven't seen any of those cats come out of any size positions in any of these companies yet. So, you know, I think the market's absorbed the selling really, really well. Um, and I think the large size investment managers, the trillion-dollar players, because they've paid for those positions in cash, they're not subject to market call. And they've got like a 20, 30-year outlook on a hold. So a lot of that stuff doesn't come out. That's why I think we get these rebounds that are so sort of fast and furious,
Okay.
massive shakeouts.
All right. You want to show people where they could find you? I see you're pretty active on X.
Yeah, I like posting charts quite a bit. I'm VWAP Trader One, and here we are. And our website is microefutures.com. So that's our website. We've got a trial, so come say hi. And that's me at VWAP Trader One. We have a calm room. We like to teach. We like to help people get profitable, and we like to help them manage the risk in a practical way.
Okay, JJ. What kind of cigar are you smoking in that picture?
Yeah, that's a
Everyone,
picture.
that's JJ. That's what he looks like right there.
Yeah.
So you can understand why people listen to him when he teaches. All
Well,
right.
if I actually put a picture of myself up there, it'd break the camera. So I've got to be creative.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, have a great rest of the summer, JJ.
Thank you so much, Coach. I really appreciate it.
All right,
Have a
buddy.
wonderful summer.
Okay.
All right.
JJ, you can
Thank you,
find
sir.
him at VWAP Trader 1 on X. Runs a room, trades some micros, and has a lot of experience to help you stay out of trouble and trade defined ranges and not just any kind of emotional or any kind of what they call that kind of trading, impulse trading. No impulse trading, always a
Oh,
plan. All
indeed.
right, everyone, that's a wrap. You could join the team in, I don't know, about 20 minutes on the morning edge. Good luck today. You're welcome, Adam. We'll see everyone for TGIF. And don't forget, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. I know JJ does. Don't you, buddy?
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
And, trading is what we do, it's not who we are. And appreciate you guys keeping everything respectful during the session and treat our guests with that type of civility as well. They're coming here, so maybe they do have an axe to grind, but they're just, laying it out there for you to consider. Maybe your style is to be a day trader. Okay. And Jack Schweiger said, everyone has to find a style that suits their personality. So if you're still searching, this could be for you. That's why we bring guys like JJ in, not because we're afraid of losing a subscriber. Okay. So that's a wrap, everyone. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow to wrap the week up.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with Forex Analytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.